Make poker playing hours work for you at Harrah's Pompano Beach Casino's no-limit hold'em. $1 million break the bank. Play at any qualifying table to garner 150 hours and qualify for January 29th Break the Bank tournament. Finish at number one for your shot to win $1 million. Play poker at Harrah's Pompano Beach Casino. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Powerline Road, Pompano Beach at the Pomp. Must be 18 or older for poker and simulcast. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
Big savings?
Yep, which means...
It's the best time to buy?
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY Industry reported total sales.
What's up, y'all? It's Theo Dorsey, and the holiday season is here. You can give back the gift of golf at the park in West Palm Beach. For every $100 gift card you purchase, the park will donate $10 towards their Christmas For the Path program. If you're looking for the perfect gift for the golfer in your life, or even yourself, now is the time. Enjoy great golf while making the season brighter for kids who need it most. Swing by the park and let's tee up some holiday cheer together. The park is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.
PNC Bank is committed to making a difference in the South Florida community. That's why they offer military banking products, champion veteran-owned businesses, and provide support to local organizations that empower veterans and their families with the resources they need to succeed. PNC Bank. See how they can help you at pnc.com/military. The PNC Financial Services Group, Incorporated, all rights reserved. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
F45 Training West Palm Beach offers functional group fitness classes reimagined. Sign up for F45 today and visit their West Palm Beach location. Featuring high-intensity group workouts that are fast, fun, and results-driven, F45 always has the right workout for you. Not to mention, it takes just 45 minutes. Visit F45training.com today to find a studio near you and officially join the F45 Training family. F45, team training, life-changing.
Mark your calendars and gear up for game day this Sunday, November 24th. Join Bud Light and the ESPN West Palm Street team at Uncle Mick's in Jupiter. Catch all the action as the New England Patriots face off against the Miami Dolphins from 1 to 3. Showcase your football skills for a chance to win Bud Light prizes. Enjoy specials on Bud Light and neutrals all game long. Must be 21 or older to participate. Southern Eagle reminds you to please drink responsibly.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WUUB Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Well, we all said it this offseason. They had a championship-level defense, a number one wide receiver. Heck, they're just a Hall of Fame quarterback away from being a contender. No, not the Jets. I'm talking about the Steelers.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is Theo Dorsey, your guy, your friend, the one and only. On the other side of the glass is C-Cat on the ones and the twos, kicking it in the Yankees fitted and the Hawaiian shirt per usual. And C-Cat, we got some Thursday night football tonight. We got an AFC North showdown on Thursday night football. We'll get some Hard Knocks cameras in action. Have they even launched that yet, the midseason?
I think so. They start promoting it more and more, so I assume the cameras are rolling.
Yeah, I wonder when it actually comes out, like episode 1. I haven't seen anything yet. Looking forward to it. But it's Steelers-Browns. This offseason, we assumed Steelers-Browns would be a battle to see who's maybe fighting for like the second or third spot in that division, hopefully trying to get a wild card spot. Instead, it's the number 1, first-placed Steelers in the AFC North going up against the 2-8 Browns, who are fighting for the number 1 pick in the draft right now.
Disgusting. I'll be watching golf tonight.
Yeah.
The match on TNT. Gonna have Charles Barkley, Bill Murray, Michael Phelps, and some other people in there. Nate Bargatze. Yeah, that's what I'm watching tonight.
The comedian.
Yeah.
Nate Bargatze? I thought it was Bargatze.
Probably
Bargatze?
is. Yeah.
Okay, Michael Phelps can golf?
He's in the trailer that I've seen 25,000 times in the past month.
His body doesn't.
He has the longest televised putt. Did you know that? On camera. He hit a putt from, I'll look up the exact number now, but yes, he actually holds the world record for the longest putt on camera.
Wow. We should have had that in our Take It to the House trivia, which, by the way, thank you, and thank you again to all of our wonderful fans that pulled up last night to the House West Palm. That was amazing showing. We had about 17 teams at the house, which is right there at the park. Speaking of golf, they had the match a couple of years ago. We had 17 teams show up, quizzed in my pants. They were the champions. So big salute to them. And it was fun. We had a Michael Phelps question in there. It was how many gold medals did Michael Phelps have? 23.
Yeah, 160 feet. Considered the longest televised putt ever holed was made by Michael Phelps.
That should have been one of our trivia questions. In fact, for our fans out there that are listening to Theoretically Speaking now, the next time we go out and do sports trivia, we'll try to find a way to bake in that fun fact about Michael Phelps into the trivia. So there you go. You already got a leg up on the competition for the next time around. So just be on the lookout for that. That was a lot of fun, though, C-Cat. You came a little bit mid-round, but you saw, we had him in action. We had him going. Kate Chumslin, Espresso Martina. It was a great night.
Yeah, Espresso Martina might have had one too many Espresso Martinas last night.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, was she a mess. No,
well,
I'm kidding.
If you think she was a mess there, having the Espresso Martinas and having a good time and just enjoying the cocktails and the brews. Before we get into the Jets and the Steelers, because I do have some comparisons to make, I want to tell you all about where I know for sure, not just Tina, not just C-Cat, but myself, we're going to have our fair share of cocktails and a great time. I'm talking about the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches, right? I want to talk about golf. The PGA Tour is coming to town late February. The last week of February, heading into March, right there in Palm Beach Gardens, right there at PGA National, the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches. It starts February 26th. Tickets are on sale right now. Just go online right now, thecognizantclassic.com. So when you go online, you can either buy some grounds passes, which, again, you can get some good ones, some really good daily grounds passes starting at around $50, or you can elevate your game like we're doing here at ESPN West Palm, and we're going to get some good hospitality suite stuff. We're going to get into where the bear trap is, and you got a nice covering. They're going to do a lot of cabanas this year. There's an elevated experience that you're going to get, not just at the bear trap, but even at places that are right off that 18th green. There is some amazing VIP opportunities for you to lock in on thecognizantclassic.com. But also, check out the new youth ticket policy and a chance to get your kids in the gate for free. Check out the military appreciation opportunities on thecognizantclassic.com, a chance for us to salute back to our veterans and our service members who have served this country and made it possible for us to have a good time here and live carefree. Opportunity for some free military tickets. Again, all of this at thecognizantclassic.com. It starts February 26th. Tickets on sale now. Make sure you lock in and get tapped in, because you don't want to be the one on the outside looking in like, dang, that looks like a lot of good times. Everybody's taking their pictures. They're posting it on social media. You're going to have FOMO. Thecognizantclassic.com. That's how you eliminate that FOMO ahead of time and get in line for tickets and some of the hospitality. We'll have Todd Fleming, CEO of the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches, on tomorrow. We'll talk more about that. Today is special because not only do we have Tina showing up in the happy hour for the first time in, I would say, over a month.
I think the last time that Dean was in studio, I just spoiled it, it was when I was not in studio. So it had to be between September 11th and September 18th.
Dang.
It's been a while. He doesn't
like
love us
2
that
months.
much. Yeah.
So it's been 2 months, about 2 months since Dean Thomas has been here. Dean Thomas, who, of course, is a former UFC fighter, a coach currently. He's all over the fight world stuff. You see him on all of ESPN's coverage of mixed martial arts and UFC. He'll be here in studio during the happy hour. We're going to be having a good time kicking that flavor. We got to talk a little Tyson Paul because there's some rumors out there. I want him to settle it. So stick around for the happy hour for Dean Thomas. C-Cat, I can't believe I'm saying this right now because in the offseason, leading up to this year, leading up to the kickoff to the NFL, I was one of the people saying Russell Wilson has played his way out of the Hall of Fame. There was a time in which we believed Russell Wilson to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, first ballot. I mean, I know we're having this debate right now about Eli Manning. I think we all can agree Eli Manning, there's a debate out there as to whether or not he had a Hall of Fame worthy career. He was not a Hall of Fame talent at quarterback. Even if he gets in the Hall, which he probably will, if we lined up all of the quarterbacks, especially modern day quarterbacks, let's start in the 70s and go through today. And all of the quarterbacks that are going to make the Hall of Fame and did a draft, we did it between fans, GMs. Hell, we could do it with Giants fans. Eli's getting picked last every single time. He will be the worst quarterback in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you can start naming quarterbacks, and it'll be hard to stop naming quarterbacks that you would take before Eli Manning, despite having the 2 rings. There's
going to be non-Hall of Fame quarterbacks, guys that never even sniff Canton, who are better at quarterback than Eli Manning. He had a great career, a lot of it due to circumstance, some luck, some just being there and being opportunistic and being surrounded by good talent in what was a good organization. I'm not discrediting the man at all. Heck, he was one of our first ever guests here on Theoretically Speaking. Much love to Eli Manning. But let's keep it G.
You take Phil Rivers over Eli Manning?
Yes, he's better.
And Phil Rivers probably not a Hall of Famer, right?
Probably not. No. I don't even think he gets close to getting in the Hall of Fame, Phil Rivers. Eli will. And again, I was just talking to our guys at EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. I had a lunch with them earlier. In fact, right back at the house earlier. And we were having the conversation of how much an organization and specifically ownership can dictate so many things from the top down in organizations, not just sports, but again, in life, in other companies. But we were like, I asked him because I was like, all of my life, I feel like Robert Kraft has been the owner of the Patriots. You know, the folks I was at lunch with, my guy Ed, Tony, and then our teammate Jeff, they were like, yo, the Patriots used to be a dumpster fire organization. So I asked him, I said, yo, when did Robert Kraft buy the Patriots? And we had to look it up because nobody could remember. He bought the Patriots in 94.
Didn't take long.
It didn't take long for him to turn that organization from the top down, create the Patriot way by hiring the right people, empowering them in the correct ways, not meddling in football decisions that you shouldn't have your hand in. And then in comes Bill Belichick. And in comes not 1, not 2, not 3, but 6 championships and Tom Brady. We see the same thing all throughout sports in every single different of the major 4 sports here in America. Ownership, steady ownership is one of the more impactful things you can have to an organization. Scrap the quarterback, scrap the coach, scrap the GM. And that brings us to the point here because, of course, Eli Manning benefited from being under a steady Giants leadership. Phillip Rivers was with the Chargers, which we know is a mess of an organization most of the time. For what we see right now with the Pittsburgh Steelers this year, now I understand. Now I get it. Like, they are the ones that actually were a quarterback away from being a contender in the NFL, not the New York Jets. We all thought because Aaron Rodgers picked them out of the bunch and said, if I go there, they got Zach Wilson. He's not good. He's not good. I can actually show him the ropes. Zach Wilson worships me. I can show him the ropes, play a couple of years, win a Super Bowl, and then hand the baton off to Zach Wilson. Aaron Rodgers assumed Wilson was the issue, or Geno Smith, or Sam Darnold, or whoever the hell else they threw out there at quarterback was the issue. He thought he can just jump in there and solve the problems. But because the Jets culturally, from top down, were an insecure organization, poorly ran organization, at times because of Woody Johnson, overreactive, it didn't work out. And instead of them having a culture and welcoming a future Hall of Fame quarterback like Aaron Rodgers into the Jets organization and him feeding off of that and adding to it, they tried to let Aaron Rodgers set their culture. They tried to be an Aaron Rodgers-led organization, which we've never seen that before in the first place. And also, there's no precedence for that in his career. He's always been a guy that seems to be a little cold to his teammates internally. Even the locker rooms are sometimes divided on Aaron Rodgers. Hell, his family don't like the man. And you turn the keys over to that guy. But let's look at what the Steelers did. Because you can argue the Steelers and Jets were in similar positions. In fact, the Steelers were a 10-win team last year with that hodgepodge of quarterbacks they had running through there, and they made the playoffs. Elite-level defense, a wide receiver one that we can all agree is a legit wide receiver one that needs better quarterback play. But the difference between the Steelers and the Jets in this offseason was culture. The Steelers, who have only had 3 coaches since like 1969, Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin. Sustainability. We know it's consistency. We know what to expect. We know the standard we hold people to. And you got a guy like Mike Tomlin in there that knows how to manage these kind of egos. Russell Wilson, who was such a problem for the Denver Broncos, couldn't work out for Sean Payton. Oh, hell, look at what happens when he steps into Mike Tomlin's locker room. The Steelers are now 8-2. The Jets are 3-8. The Jets thought they could do what the Steelers did. The problem was they turned the keys over to the guy, similar to how the Broncos did when Russell Wilson first got in there. Same quarterback, different organization, right? Remember when Russell got traded to Denver, they gave him his own office, right? He separated him from the team. C-Cat, like this was something where they did similar to the Rodgers method. Hey, you're the future Hall of Fame quarterback. Fix all our problems for us. It didn't work.
No.
The Steelers didn't do that. Instead, they said, you come in here, you're going to compete for your position. We're going to bring in Justin Fields as well. He's going to start. He's going to play well. Because we are a well-ran organization with a steady head coach who can make he could be decisive because he's not worried. He's not looking over his shoulder at, will this decision cost me my job? Because they have that, they were able to start Justin Fields, succeed with him, and then still put Russell Wilson in when he got healthy. And look at the results so far. They're 8-2. They're in pole position to win the AFC North. They control their own destiny. They have 2 more games this year, C-Cat, including tonight against the Browns. At 8-2, with the tiebreaker lead right now over the Ravens, they have 2 more games against the Browns.
It is miraculous how important ownership is in football compared to every other sport. I think it goes in terms of important front office and leadership and culture with the owner position is in terms of the big 4 leagues.
Yeah.
Got to go NFL number 1,
for sure.
NBA number 2, MLB. Maybe flip NBA, MLB since
I would
the salary
flip those.
cap. Yeah.
I would flip those. I would say Major League Baseball, I would put them second.
So I just think that a team can get hot, make the playoffs, and just it's so easy with how little postseason games there are and how much parity there is in a single baseball game that you'll see teams just get hot with or without
in
being
baseball
malfunction. Yes, because look at the Mets. The Mets lucked their way to a couple spots, even though they're known as a very dysfunctional team.
But that's this year's, and isn't Cohen a new owner?
Fair enough, yes. Steve Cohen, it's not
Cohen
the
is
Will
new.
Ponds anymore.
Yeah.
And then you also look at the Tampa Bay Rays, widely regarded as a well-run front office. They find diamonds in the rough better than anyone else in sports, really. And they're able to compete with high payroll teams by spending a fraction of what the Yankees pay or the Dodgers pay. So I think you're right. NFL, number 1 most important ownership.
For sure.
Major League Baseball, number 2.
And in the NBA, we all know, though it does take good ownership to help, because that's the reason why the Knicks have been miserable for the past 3 decades. Like Jim Dolan ain't going nowhere, and he continues to meddle in decisions that get people fired. Oh, get people fired. He's the one that fires them. He'll make the decision and then pawn it off to the person that he's fired. Oh, it was his fault.
And the same thing across town with the Nets. When their team got sold and purchased, what was the first thing that happened? That disastrous old-school Celtics trade that got KG and Paul Pierce in Nets uniforms. And
it got Bobby Marks in an ESPN uniform.
Exactly. That is exactly what happened to the Nets because of poor ownership decisions and culture. Culture is the differentiating factor between the Steelers and the Jets. And it's a big deal. Like you said, 8-2 versus 3-8.
Oh, my gosh, man. Like, it matters so much. And you can look at the shells of those 2 rosters specifically. And, again, we have Browns Steelers tonight. You'll get to see Russell Wilson, Danger Russ on display. Likely going to be a double-digit win in this one. The Browns season practically over. I don't even know if Myles Garrett is playing tonight. We need to check on that. I know he was questionable, and it's a short week. I just don't – this matters so much. Organizational strength is what got Eli Manning to be a person that is a candidate now that is seriously being looked at for the Hall of Fame. Organizational structure. That's what got him there. Top-down leadership. Creating great rosters around people to support them, to lift them up. Organizational strength is what has Russell Wilson now. He's the same guy from the past 3 years. If anything, he's gotten older. Like he's lost athleticism, but he looks better than he has in the past 3 years. Because of the organization that he's in, because of the structure that he's within. And we see this as well. This is the top end look at it, right? Top end is the Steelers, bottom end is the Jets. How about we just look at some of the middle area stuff? Baker Mayfield with the Buccaneers. Oh, would you look at that? Wow. Well, so he's not crap. He's not a terrible quarterback. Maybe he just was playing for the damn Panthers and the back end there with the Browns where they didn't have things situated. And then you look at Sam Darnold now. It's every quarterback that leaves the Jets, actually.
Yeah.
Geno Smith with the Seahawks, Sam Darnold with the now with the Vikings. Like, it matters so much, and I don't think we as fans, give enough credit to it, or because it's also boring to talk about.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
We see the players playing on TV every Sunday. We don't see the owners in their offices making deals and making decisions. So I think it's also a lesson on hiring and firing.
It is.
Don't fire your coach before you have a clear plan forward.
Yeah.
And then take your time in hiring that next coach, because you'd rather have to hire once and it takes double the amount of time to find the guy you want than have to hire 3 times in 3 years.
Yeah, and that's what the Jets have continuously done. And that's what the Steelers have never done. They've never shaken from that. And they make sure they make the smart, well-thought-out hires, and that's how you have a guy that can be in control for multiple decades like Mike Tomlin. It's funny, though. This conversation literally sparked from 3 hours ago, and it got me thinking about tonight's Thursday Night Football game as we watch Russell Wilson likely lead the Steelers to a 9-2 record, which will give Mike Tomlin yet again another season where he doesn't have a losing record. What is that going to make it, like 18 years in a row or something like that?
Yeah.
I was talking to my guy, Ed, with EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. He's the owner of the thing. He's a great guy. And Tony as well was in on this conversation, and they were curious. They were like, what's going to happen with the Miami Heat this year? What's going to happen to our Miami Heat? Last year we went to a Heat Mavericks game. We watched them get trounced by the Mavericks. We knew that season was over with. Ed was curious. Yo, Theo, what do you think about our Heat? I said, look, it's an inflection point. We'll see if they're going to, we'll see what they do with Jimmy Butler. We'll see what happens with Bam. Does he take the superstar leap? But what I do know one thing, that's a team that has a culture from top from the ceiling down to the floor. They know how things will be ran. They have an elite level coach, and I believe in the organization to make the right calls. Even if this is a down year, it ain't going to be for long. You can have faith in that. And it's the same way that I have faith in Ed's company, EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. That's why I'm a Gold Plan member. In fact, when I was with Ed Seacat, I was like, I forgot, because as a Gold Plan member, you actually get 2 checkups every single year. And I had just got a text a few days ago that was like, it's time for your semi-annual checkup. So hopped on there, set up the appointment. It took me like 30 seconds
and
to do that.
Schedule.
Mid-conversation, right around my schedule. About 30 seconds to do that right there as I'm mid-conversation with the guy that runs the place. I could have just asked Ed, hey, put me on the schedule. Put me on there.
The worst thing was when I was living in Oklahoma, these AC people that my apartment building worked with, it was always, hey, how does 1 p.m. in the middle of your workday work? Dude, no, it doesn't work. It never will.
Yeah. Thanks for asking, though. But no, with EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing, they have flexible hours. They work around your schedule. They're timely. 24/7 support. EDSIsYes.com. EDSIsYes.com. And hopefully you get the usual technician I get is my guy, Randy. He handles biz. But again, no matter what technician you get, it's a quality service you're about to have, because they've been serving Palm Beach County since 2006, keeping you cool. And they can handle your plumbing needs as well. It's not just air conditioning. They can handle your plumbing needs as well. EDSIsYes.com. These guys are great. Jeff made a good point. Our teammate Jeff here at the lunch. You can actually check out my air conditioning unit. It is featured on Going Home with Tyler Cameron on Prime Video. If you stream that show, it's one of the many things that is, featured as they remodeled my show, episode 1 on Amazon Prime Video. Stream it, check it out. EDSIsYes.com. They take care of business. They're great people, and they're Heat fans. So if you're a Heat fan like myself, we can lock it. EDSIsYes.com. Yeah, the Steelers it's going to be a drubbing. What's the line tonight for
It's only 3.5.
That's funny, though. But you know why? It's because the Steelers have one of the most inefficient red zone offenses. They also just came off of a game where Chris Boswell hit, six field goals?
6 field goals, no touchdowns.
Yeah.
Steelers still won. I don't know if you feel better about your team as a whole if you're a Steelers fan after that win over the Ravens, or if you feel worse. I think that you feel better about that. You didn't play your A game. You went against your most heated rival, who is at the peak of what they have been. Speaking of the Ravens with Derrick Henry now, I think you are encouraged that even without finding pay dirt in the end zone, that you still won that game.
If you're the Steelers and you're playing against the Ravens, you don't want a shootout. Why would you want to get in a shootout with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry and Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely? I don't want to get in a shootout. I want it to be an ugly game. I want to muck it up. I want them to forget they have Derrick Henry. And I want this thing to come down to field goals because guess what?
Yeah, we have bottom half of the league kicker now, Justin Tucker.
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect for me. If this game comes down to kicks, give me Chris Boswell, which is something I don't think we would have ever been saying the past 3 or 4 years as we were calling Justin Tucker the GOAT of kickers. But again, it essentially matters. And tonight's line is 3.5.
Steelers on the road in Cleveland.
Yeah, that's cute. The Browns season's over. Now, if there's one quarterback that can get that done, it'll be Jameis Winston, right? Like,
we're going to be sitting at the halftime break while I'm watching golf on TNT.
Yeah.
And you're going to see a score of like Browns 17, Steelers 6. And you're thinking, what the hell is this? But that's classic Thursday Night Football.
It is. It's Thursday Night Football. It's Jameis Winston. It's the Steelers who you don't know if they're going to effectively score in the red zone. It is a good, well-coached Browns defense. I need to check on Myles Garrett's status. That actually might be one of my picks, though, for punchline picks. I know I went 0 for 3 this past week. I feel confident that the Steelers get more 7s than 3s tonight. Specifically coming off of, and here's the reason why I say it, C-Cat. Mike Tomlin wasn't satisfied with the way that game went against the Ravens. You can hear it in his post-game press conference. He was happy to get the win. He specifically said, I'm tired of seeing Chris Boswell get MVP. I'm sick of him being player of the week. I want my offense to start converting because he knows that once playoff time does come and you got to go against maybe the Chiefs, maybe the Bills, you got to score 6. You can't go 3.
Yeah, it's not the 2000s anymore.
No.
We are decades removed from defenses win championships. I think defenses turn into above 500 teams. I think that's what defenses do now. But like you said, when you're looking across the field in the AFC, specifically at the quarterback play you're going to be facing against, you got to score touchdowns. Looking at the public action in terms of betting on the football game tonight.
They're all on the Steelers, I know.
It's 74% of the tickets are on the Steelers.
Yeah.
76% of the money is on the Steelers.
Yeah.
So the public and the Sharps are aligned that they think Pittsburgh's going to win by 4 points or more.
It's a shifty line, man. I don't know how – I don't think this game gets into shootout area or territory. And if the Steelers were able to stifle the Ravens offense enough, I think they can figure it out. I think they can figure out the Browns.
It's also reactionary, though, right? Like, if you felt like a dunce for betting on the Cowboys on the previous primetime game, thinking, a full touchdown for the Cowboys, they're at home, why wouldn't I take the home team here as a dog? And then you immediately, 3 minutes into that game, knew you were on the wrong side and the Texans were going to lay a beatdown on Dallas.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want to be on that side anymore. And you bet on that home team, and you think, you know what, give me 3.5 points with the Steelers, and then you end up being proven right. That's betting for you.
The Steelers are on a 5-game win streak. They are 8-2. They are in pole position to win the AFC North, yet there are still people that are concerned with either quarterback play or their offense in general. They wonder if this is a championship contender. I'm here to tell you right now today on Theoretically Speaking, November 21st, with the camera in my face, and we're streaming live on YouTube, Prize Pick Stream on YouTube. The Pittsburgh Steelers are a legit championship contender. As legit as the Bills, as legit as the Ravens, as more legit than the Texans, the Pittsburgh Steelers are legit Super Bowl contenders. The only reason why we don't think of them this way is because they are in the AFC and there's so many more familiar names that have been atop that conference that we have faith and trust in because of how high of a level their quarterbacks can play at. Here's the caveat. Let's not forget, this Steelers team made the playoffs last year and went 10-7. They beat playoff caliber teams just last season. We saw them go head-to-head with a full-strength Ravens team and take them down. They don't just have one quarterback, C-Cat. It was a blessing in disguise that Russell Wilson started the year with that calf injury, and they got 6 full games out of Justin Fields and feel confident in him. I think they went, 4-2?
Yeah.
With Justin Fields, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception. The confidence he was able to build in that moment, the staff putting faith in him to sometimes air it out, make some mistakes, but also clean up a lot of the errors of his past. Justin Fields, I remember in that Ravens game, I believe it was, scrambled for a first down or near a first down. He slid late.
They marked him 1 yard short. He was 2.5 yards short, but it set up the game winner.
That is the difference right now. The Steelers have 2 capable and competent quarterbacks who can do, like, they can do different things, and they have the faith and trust of the coaching staff, and they also don't have the egos that get in the way of allowing them to sub each other in and out depending on the situation. The Steelers have an elite defense. They have an elite head coach who has won a Super Bowl before. I trust them over the Bills. I trust them over the Texans, and I think I trust them equally with the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is the differentiator in that case. I think the Chiefs are still the team to beat in the AFC, but the Steelers are a legit championship contender. If they were in the NFC, this wouldn't even be a conversation.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, they are a legit contender in the conference, and I trust Mike Tomlin now.
Yeah.
I sincerely trust that if we see a turn from the worse for Russell Wilson, he will be removed from starting quarterback position early rather than late.
Yeah, it
won't be a pride thing where we see 3 weeks of horrid Russell Wilson play, bouncing the Steelers out of that home playoff game. No. He'll see it coming.
Yeah.
And that's a rare thing to have with a coach, an organization, as we talked about coming into the segment, that has complete and utter trust and stability in their head coach.
Top down. And I'll say this. I'll never forget, I was in Asheville, North Carolina. I was at the Sound of Life conference. It was a conference for storytellers and reporters, and there was a photographer that got to the front of the room. He gave a long speech. I remember one specific statement he said. By the way, Asheville, North Carolina, beautiful, mountainous. You should check it out one day when they get back to health, by the way. He said, the key to being a great storyteller is making your problems your solution. Taking whatever hindrance you have and finding a way to make that work in your advantage. I do believe that's what the Steelers did opening this season. Having Russell Wilson on that calf injury, letting Justin Fields get some reps, get some confidence, get some wins, and show you what he can do in that offense with Arthur Smith. They made their problem their solution. They now have 2 competent quarterbacks. They can survive an injury to Russell Wilson. They also, if they have both quarterbacks healthy, have a lot of optionality in short yardage and red zone, as well as, like we saw in that drive against the Ravens, we need to pick up a first down. We need you to be able to throw or pass, be a threat to the defense, and Justin Fields has the confidence to do that. The Steelers are a bit stronger of a contender than most people are giving them credit for right now.
And I know we got Zaz in the Baptist Health Hotline.
Yeah,
Before we go to break, it's also 2 different ways on the surviving a Russell Wilson injury. Because there is, okay, Russ goes down with a season ender. Your season is not over. You have a confident quarterback to sub on in. It's also, if Russell Wilson is a little bit banged up, you don't make him a lot banged up by forcing him out there when he doesn't have to be in a hard-hitting AFC North division. How many times in this specific division have we seen quarterback play when they shouldn't be in the game because they are not healthy? We're seeing it across the entire league right now. I don't think Jaden Daniels should have played as many snaps as he has been as a young quarterback, and he's clearly banged up with a mid-body injury. We saw Baker Mayfield play himself out of millions of dollars with the Browns because there was no one else to pick up where he left off.
It's a solution they have, given that they made their problem their solution. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline. Are the Steelers a championship contender this year? 888-760-3776. Are you experiencing foot and ankle pain and need to see an expert in the field? Baptist Health Orthopedic Care is a team of foot and ankle orthopedic surgeons and specialists who are regarded as leaders in their specialty. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho to learn more today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care combines its resources of experienced physicians and leading-edge treatments and technology to provide advanced orthopedic, foot and ankle, joint replacement, spine, and sports medicine care. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho for more information today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care has offices conveniently located in Palm Beach County through the Florida Keys. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho. Jonathan Zaslow joins us on the Baptist Health Hotline on the other side. We talk college football. We talk NFL. We talk Steelers being a contender. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Does your business leave a lasting impression? Attractive, eye-catching signs help you stand out from the crowd and create a strong brand identity. Our team at Signorama West Palm are experts in helping your business get noticed and get effective signage in front of your potential customers. Our team can turn your blank windows or plain vehicles into money-making branding machines by drawing customers' attention to your business. So if you're looking to leave that lasting impression, call us 561-687-7993 or visit signoramawpb.com.
Time now for a PNC pause. PNC Bank is committed to making a difference in the lives of the customers they serve in the South Florida community. See how at pnc.com. You're listening to ESPN 106.3.
Cozy up with your favorite sweet treats at DQ Grill & Chill, featuring the blizzard of the month, Oreo Fudge Brownie. It's the perfect treat for anyone who likes the sound of an Oreo crunch paired with soft brownies and rich cocoa fudge. Plus, come get a delicious frozen hot chocolate made with fresh cocoa fudge and vanilla soft serve to keep you warm when the temperatures go down. And Parmesan garlic chicken strips are back at DQ Grill and Chill with 2 locations, 4828 Lake Worth Road and US 1 just south of North Lake.
College basketball is coming to Sunrise. Catch a thrilling doubleheader at the 2024 AutoNation Orange Bowl Basketball Classic. Be there at Amerant Bank Arena on Saturday, December 14th as the UCF Knights take on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane and the Florida State Seminoles battle the Tulane Green Wave. Tip-off is at 2 p.m. Bring the whole family for a pregame party on the plaza. 1 ticket, 2 college basketball matchups. Tickets start at just $20. Get yours now at orangebowl.org.
Festive fun is back on select nights. At Palm Beach Zoo, there's family fun. It's the best date night. Oh, Zoo Lights cheer here at Palm Beach Zoo. Oh, what fun it is to save wildlife at the zoo. Hey!
Zoo Lights, presented by Florida Power and Light Company and Discover the Palm Beaches, Florida. Get your tickets today at pbzoo.org/zoolights.
Make Twin Peaks your football headquarters to watch all your teams all season long. Win or lose, you always win with the Eats, Drink, Scenic Views, and Twin Peaks 29-degree ice-cold beers. Enjoy made-from-scratch favorites. Enjoying all football all season long. Can't make it for the games? That's fine. Come through for $5 happy hour man-sized drafts and select appetizers as well. The Ultimate Guys Lodge is the ultimate football lodge, and that is Twin Peaks.
Time now for the Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. Every Player of the Week is eligible to win a scholarship at the end of the year. This year, a $25,000 scholarship will be awarded to an athlete, with $10,000 going to the winner's high school athletic department. Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond. Here's Cade Chumsland.
Our Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week is Spanish River cross-country star Maccabee Herod, who finished 13th in the team's regional final, leading to a team victory and sending the Sharks to state. Here he is on why cross-country is a great team sport.
Although we all run as individual times, cross-country is one of the greatest team sports because everyone counts and scores points for the team, and without a team, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Congratulations, Maccabee, on being selected this week's Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week. Good luck to you and the rest of the Sharks in the last race of the season.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
It's the Good Greek Spiro. For the best move ever, go to goodgreek.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
I can't tell you what's going to happen on Thanksgiving Day, really Thanksgiving night, when the Dolphins take on the Packers, right? Like, I know the Dolphins will be a game back of 500. There's going to be a lot of hope. What I can tell you is I feel confident saying Tyreek Hill will have more than 0.5 receiving yards. Like, that feels like a sustainable thing to bank on. That's actually going to be on the table on Prize Picks. Yeah, that's right. For Thanksgiving Day, they're actually giving out a new free square. Tyreek Hill only needs to get more than 0.5 receiving yards. That can be one of your player projections that you pick. Hit more on that. And then you already have one of, all you need is two. All you need is two, but you can do up to 6 player projections in each lineup that you enter on Prize Picks. Remember, not only do you need to be hitting more for Tyreek Hill, 0.5 receiving yards on Thanksgiving Day, you need to be hitting in the promo code spot, THEOD. Tap in THEOD, that's my name, THEOD, and that promo code gives you $50 of bonus bet money after you play a $5 lineup. It's as simple as that. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. Over 10 million members. And again, you can win up to 100 times your money on as little as 4 correct player projections. More or less. We're talking everything here. Basketball, football. You can even do it with Call of Duty. I have a buddy that does that. Told him to slow down. stick to basketball, football, some of the stuff that we know. But he wins on that too, so I can't hate on the game. Prize Picks has it all for you right there at your fingertips. Download the app today, promo code THEOD. And remember, there are injury guarantees in Prize Picks as well. One of the only apps doing this. If a guy goes down in the first half, don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. They will make sure you're taken care of. You won't get hit for him not getting the more or the less on your lineup entry. Prize Picks, run your game. Joining us now is our guy, our friend. He's always on the road, traveling with college football. Jonathan Zaslow from ESPN Radio, from Zaslow Show 2.0, and now with Theoretically Speaking here in your Thursday spot. How you doing? I see you got the Panthers shirt rocking today.
Of course I have my Panthers shirt on. It's a Panthers game day tonight.
Yes, sir.
They lost a couple nights ago. Let's not talk about that. But they're taking on the worst team in the NHL right now, Chicago Blackhawks. So my entire day revolves around counting down the time until the Panthers game begins.
I like that. Also hockey available on Prize Picks. I was talking to somebody at the restaurant I was at last night, the House, and the bartender there was telling me, he's like, yo, I'm a huge Panthers fan. In fact, he has the Stanley Cup that the Panthers won tattooed on his right calf.
Yeah, you know what? Look, I have no tattoos because my body is a beautiful canvas. All right, it has not been touched yet. I have no tattoos, but I thought very seriously. I talked about it with my wife. She was very against it. I talked about my kids. They were very for it. I wanted to get a Panthers Stanley Cup tattoo, so it's still on the table.
Yeah.
But right now it's kind of been brushed aside. But I considered it. But like I said, my wife also, she doesn't want me to do it because this is a beautiful canvas. Right
Here's the thing: if they go back to back, you have to do it now.
Well, I mean, I think I got to do it either way.
Yeah.
I think I got to do it just for winning one. I don't think
you missed the window. You can't do it now.
That window's not closed.
The window's closed, as you can't wait until like months and months after the championship. The parade already happened. You got to get it has to be a reactionary thing. You can't think it out and wait this long.
Isn't it great? I remember, and it's not like, oh, what an amazing idea, get a Panthers tattoo. So many people did that. I saw so many tattoos on social media. I saw the like local tattoo parlors, 50% off if you get a Panther tattoo.
Oh, that's crazy.
The tattoo shops must have been getting a ton of extra business.
They had to. Well, you have to consult your wife on whether or not you're going to get a Panthers tattoo. Did you have to consult her on getting Hexus, getting hooked up with Hexus MD?
No, come on, that's easy. I mean, once my wife heard, everybody wants to be healthy. We all want to look good, all right? And if you're tired of all the fads out there, my wife knows. Hexus MD, that's the easiest way to optimal health, all right? It's an effective weight management method. It's going to work for you when you use Hexus MD. They offer semaglutide and tirzepatide for weight loss. Those are the best-selling weight loss medications on the market. And with Hexus MD, no insurance is required. And it's really easy, Theo. You fill out a simple medical form online when you go to HexusMD.com. That's HEXISMD.com. You speak to a physician online, and then you receive your medication. It's so easy. It's super discreet, fast delivery right to your door. Some of us are private. We don't want everybody to know our business, all right? And since you're listening right now to Theo Dorsey on ESPN 106.3, if you use promo code ESPN50, that's 50% off your first order right there.
Yeah.
What are we even talking about? Hexus MD, HEXISMD.com. That's your trusted partner in health and wellness, Theo.
Zaz, you are on the road again this weekend as the college football campus tour on ESPN Radio takes another campus. But where are you going? Where are you going to be at?
I'm flying out bright and early tomorrow morning. We are going to Norman, Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
We got Alabama, number 7 Alabama. They're at the Sooners. Now, the Sooners stink. Everybody knows that. But still, Alabama has to win this game, and they have to win the Iron Bowl, and then they're going to be in. Now, some wacky things need to happen, and they could still essentially be in the SEC championship game. But pushing that aside, if they win on Saturday and they win the Iron Bowl, Alabama is going to be a playoff team in the college football playoffs. So this is a very big game for Alabama. I've never been to Norman, so I'm looking forward. We're going to bring the tailgate to you, and that's 10 a.m. Eastern Time, ESPN Radio College Football Tailgate.
Yeah, Zaz, I'm looking forward to this weekend's games because not necessarily, I mean, there's a lot of, great teams against middling teams, but I'm assuming there's in this slate of games, they're going to have at least one weird game, one upset, but also we'll get a lot more clarity as to what needs to happen in this final week because the SEC tiebreaker stuff has me losing my mind. I've given up on assuming who's going to be there in Atlanta to end the season.
Here's the way I look at it, Theo, because you got a couple 1-loss teams, you got like 1,000 2-loss teams.
Yeah.
I can't figure out all of the tiebreakers. For me, I'm going to take a look at it after the final week, and boom, that's how we figure it out. Like, why do I need to do algebra here in the middle of the season to figure out who's going to be in the championship game? Let's play the games. Let's let it all work itself out, and then I'm going to look at the two teams that are playing in the SEC title game in Atlanta.
Isn't it bad for the sport of college football if you have guys like Lane Kiffin alluding to not just him, head coach of Ole Miss, but other SEC head coaches saying they don't want to participate in the SEC championship game?
Okay, this is an excellent point. I'm glad you brought it up. And this is something that I have been wondering or worried about throughout the season, where I don't want a team that is competing, and we're using the SEC as an example here, competing for their conference championship. I don't want if you lose in your conference championship, it means that you also don't get to play in the national championship.
Right.
Because if that's the case, you would want to forego. Say, hey, SEC championship, that's important to us, but you know what's more important? Competing for the national championship. So forget it. We don't want in that game. The way that I understand it and the way that committee members have already explained is they are not going to be penalizing a team that, say, loses for the third time because they played an extra game in the SEC championship, and allow a team that only has 2 losses and wasn't even good enough to qualify for the title game into the playoffs. So they've already said they are not going to allow an extra loss from the extra game to count against the team. Now, I do have what I believe would be a way to fix this potential issue.
I think we're aligned here, but talk to us, Zach, because we gave a solution yesterday. I want to see if we're on the same page.
Okay, let's see. All right, it's very exciting now. So we know that the conference champions get automatic bids.
Yes.
What if the conference champion participants get automatic bids in the Power Four? Not every one of them, of course.
Okay.
But in the Power Four. So if you make the SEC, Big 12, Big 10, ACC championship game, that's 8 teams right there. You automatically qualify for the college football playoff. That takes that scenario out.
Yep.
That means, hey, we got nothing to lose. We're going to play for our conference title, and we're also going to be in the college football playoffs. That's 8 teams right there, Theo. You then take the conference champions, the next highest-rated conference champion outside the Power Four.
Yep.
And so that gives us 9 teams right there.
3
so
at-large.
instead of having 7 at-large teams, we have 3 at-large teams. I think that's the solution right there, Theo.
Zaz, that is the more extreme version of what CCAT and myself came up with yesterday on Theoretically Speaking. Let me give you our solution. Yeah. We reached across the aisle. We're more bipartisan here. Just consider this.
All right.
Just like they rank the top 25 teams every Tuesday night on the selection show, we also will have the same committee rank the top 5 conferences in college football. Those at-large bids that you gave to all 4 power conferences, quote unquote, because we know that that's going to be ever evolving. How about this? Just the top 2 ranked conferences get both conference championship participants auto bids.
Interesting.
So this year, the Big Ten and the SEC will have the champion and the runner-up auto bids, and then you get, of course, the auto bid from the champion of the Big 12, the auto bid from the champion of the ACC, and the Group of 5. It leaves more at-large bids up, so now there's a chance, a shot in the dark, 2 group of 5 teams can get in there. There's also that shot in the dark that more SEC, if they're better, get those at-large bids, and then Big Ten, that maybe a second ACC school in a strong year gets in there. That leaves the door open for that. But most importantly, the reason why I would say you have to rank the colleges or the conferences year by year, week by week, like they do the teams, there might be a year, let's just say 3 years from now, Clemson finds its way back. Florida State realizes their potential again like they had last year. Miami is still on top. There's a year that maybe the ACC is stronger than the Big Ten. That year, guess what? SMU, if you make the conference championship game that year against Miami, both of y'all are in. What do you say to that solution? Is it too moderate for you? How do you feel?
It's interesting. What you're saying is interesting because it takes away what my solution, which is, potentially an SMU, let's say it's Miami and SMU in the ACC title game. SMU, in my scenario, would get into the playoff over a team like Tennessee.
Right.
And I think we could all say, hey, Tennessee's better than SMU.
Yes.
All right. So the your scenario right there, it's a little bit convoluted.
It is
all right,
a little.
because we're ranking conferences in your scenario also, but your scenario would avoid, if you get BYU and Colorado in the Big 12 championship game and Colorado wins, I think we all know BYU, maybe they're not very good. I would rather see Tennessee in the college football playoff than BYU if that's the case. So your scenario there takes care of all that. So I like it. I like it.
Jonathan Zaslow from Zaslow Show 2.0 from the College Football Campus Tour, putting the stamp of approval
I like it.
on a theoretically speaking solution. We're waiting to see if there's some holes in it. Of course, there's going to be some detractors. Maybe there's a group of 5 teams that don't like it, but I do think it does solve a lot of solutions at once. I do know, too, if this is the kind of action we're going to get, then I think, Harris is probably going to be, people that are playing and, poker and everything there, they're going to enjoy that over there, huh?
So listen to what they got going on at Harrah's Pompano Beach, all right? They are turning rated poker play into a chance to break the bank for $1 million. That's right. And a seat at the World Series of Poker Circuit main event. Here's how you get involved, all right? You use your Caesars reward card every time you play at a qualifying table at Harrah's Pompano Beach. And once you reach 150 hours, you're going to qualify in the No Limit Hold'em Break the Bank tournament. It's on January 29th, so you got a lot of time to get those hours in. And we're talking about tournament prize monies ranging from $500 to $20,000. $250,000 total is up for grabs, all right? And if you land in the top 9 spots to win thousands in cash, plus a seat at the main event at the World Series of Poker Circuit Tournament. And you could pick your flight. They're not just going to put you on a red eye, all right? You're gonna do what's convenient for you. First place gets the big bucks and the only shot to break the bank for $1 million. Get all the details at Harrah's Pompano Beach World Series of Poker Room. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can follow Harrah's Pompano Beach on social media. Powerline Road at 3rd Street, Pompano Beach at the Pomp. Must be 18 or older for poker and simulcast. Must be 21 or older to gamble. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Zaz, are the Pittsburgh Steelers who play the Browns tonight on Thursday Night Football, are they a serious Super Bowl contender this year?
I'll tell you, I don't know how they've gotten to 8-2. I feel like they're doing it with smoke and mirrors, but I love it. This Steeler team I find very easy to root for now.
Yeah.
I like Mike Tomlin. I like this comeback story from Russell Wilson. He looks like he's going to be a front runner for Comeback Player of the Year. Remember, Comeback Player of the Year isn't always a guy who he was hurt. Sometimes it's a guy who stinks and then he's really good the next year. So I think Russell Wilson is a huge option for Comeback Player of the Year. I like what he's doing there, but I think we got a close game tonight, guys. It's a road game, so it's less practice time, and you lose time because you got to travel if you're Pittsburgh. It's an AFC North black and blue division type game. 3.5 points the last time I checked, and the total is 36.5. So they're telling you it's going to be a low-scoring game, and if it's a low-scoring game, I kind of want the points, and especially because you have the 3.5. So while I do like the Steelers to win the game, I think this is a tight game tonight in Cleveland. I like the Browns plus 3.5.
Wow, I can't get myself there, Zaz, but I do appreciate at least now understanding why more and more that line is so low, because I do think the Steelers are the gap in competition there is sizable. But again, you're right, short week on the road.
Close, and low total.
Yeah,
low total means they
is tough.
don't expect a lot of points. If there's not a lot of points, that's a tight game, Theo.
Yeah. It will be. It likely will be. Jonathan Zaslow, you can catch him on Zaslow Show 2.0. You can catch him in Norman on ESPN Radio, calling Bama and Oklahoma this weekend. Good luck out there in Norman. I don't know what the heck is there outside of the University of Oklahoma, but I hope you enjoy yourself.
I don't know. I'm going to find me at Oklahoma City, Norman, Oklahoma, catching strays from Theo. I don't know.
All right, what you got, C-Cat? C-Cat spent some time in Oklahoma.
What time do you land, Zaz?
Early afternoon tomorrow.
Ooh, how? Okay. Is this before early afternoon, 12:30? If you can get to Nick's Grill, this is a burger spot that's the size of a shed. Nick's Grill, N-I-C.
And it's in Norman?
It is not in Norman. It's in Oklahoma City.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm staying in Oklahoma City. Okay.
It is right near the fairgrounds there.
All right.
There's probably 6 seats in the place, and people will line up outside for a reason. Nick's Grill. They're probably open 11 to 3 or 11 to 4 last time I checked. That's worth the trip, I promise you.
All right. That's I'm writing it down.
Good football and good burgers. Good football and good burgers.
There you go.
Staz, we'll catch you next week. Safe travels and looking forward to seeing your coverage.
Great job, guys. Talk to you later. Thank you.
Thank you. That is Jonathan Zaslow joining us on the Baptist Health Hotline on a Thursday. Looking forward to seeing if Bama can escape Can they escape Norman with a win? We are going to see, but what we do know is when you join the Baptist Health Hotline and you drop some good knowledge on the good people like that, we're fans of it. And that's why we like bringing Zaslow in here every single Thursday. Make sure you tap in every week to catch Zaslow. Is joint pain affecting your quality of life? At Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, our team is experienced in traditional joint replacement surgery, as well as new, less invasive treatments with the goal of returning you to what you love as quickly as possible. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care combines its resources of experienced physicians and leading-edge treatments and technology to provide advanced orthopedic, foot and ankle, joint replacement, spine, and sports medicine care. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho for more information today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care has offices conveniently located in Palm Beach County through the Florida Keys. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho. That was Jonathan Zaslow on the Baptist Health Hotline, dropping some nuggets, and you dropping him a burger joint, C-Cat.
Yeah, I covered high school sports in Oklahoma, and all the Oklahoma high school state championships were in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
And like how game times are, they only have one court, so you'll have games that start at like 9 a.m., and games that start at 8 p.m. And we've got schools in our coverage area on our radio stations across the state that would be at different times. So I'd have to kill a lot of time in between games that might have 5 hours to kill. And I always went to Nick's Grill.
Yeah, it was that good.
It was that good.
I mean, you learn a lot of things about towns, especially when you're in those markets and when you cover college football, when you cover high school sports. So I do get it. Plus, I'm not taking a crap on North or Oklahoma. A lot of my family lives in Lawton, Oklahoma. I got a lot of family from there. My dad was raised there. My father, my grandpa was in the military out there. So I got love for Oklahoma, but it ain't much to do out there.
No, you're right. There's a reason why I'm not in Oklahoma right now, because there is not much to do in Oklahoma.
Y'all try to make it seem like I'm a bad guy for saying that.
No,
I tell my cousins that every day. I'm like, get the hell out of Oklahoma, man.
In Oklahoma, everything is 2 hours away. So you can't do really anything in your own town if you're not in Tulsa or Oklahoma City. It's tough.
I would go insane. Punchline picks on the other side. That's C-Cat. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Hurricane fans, the final game of the season is here. Join us on November 23rd at Hard Rock Stadium as the Hurricanes take on the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest. It's Senior Day, a day to honor the incredible players who have given their all to the U. Let's give them a send-off they'll never forget and fill the stadium with Hurricanes pride. Don't miss out. Get your tickets today by visiting MiamiHurricanes.com or by calling 1-800-GO-CANES.
This is the Delray Beach Open. Don't miss today's top professional tennis stars and legends in downtown Delray Beach. February 7th through 16th. It's 10 days of tennis on the Ave. 140 miles per hour races, parties, music, art, and all the good vibes. Come for the nonstop action on and off the court. Snap pics and post memories at the DBO. Join us for a jam-packed week of ATP tennis matches. More fun, more food, more drink, more parties, more of everything. DelrayBeachOpen.com for info.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's is voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Mansour's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Mansour's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
we also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
When it comes to choosing a health plan, you can trust the members who have experienced it firsthand. Humana is proud to offer a Medicare Advantage plan in Florida that earned 5 out of 5 stars. 5 stars is the highest rating possible. It's based on real members' experiences, and it's decided by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Our Humana Gold Plus HMO earned 5 out of 5 stars. That means a few things. It means members get outstanding customer service. It means we connect them with excellent preventive care and chronic condition support. Most of all, it means you have a trustworthy option for a Medicare Advantage plan. Explore our 5-star Humana Gold Plus HMO at humana5star.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Every year, Medicare evaluates plans based on a 5-star rating system. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Mark your calendars and gear up for game day. This weekend, Sunday, November 24th, join Bud Light and the ESPN West Palm Street team at Uncle Mike's in Jupiter. Catch all the action as the New England Patriots face off against your Miami Dolphins from 1 to 3 p.m. You can also showcase your football skills for a chance to win Bud Light prizes. Enjoy specials on Bud Lights and neutrals all game long. You must be 21 or older to participate. Southern Eagle reminds you, please drink responsibly. Patriots-Dolphins, C-Cat. I don't think we're going to be touching that one. The Fins are 7-point favorites against New England. But
Speak for yourself.
For punchline picks, getting feisty. I don't know, man. That's a crazy one to jump on. Do you want to give your picks first here for punchline picks? Our 6 picks against the spread. We're currently leading Russo and Rizzo by 1 pick.
Yeah.
Going into the weekend, and again, the punishment is stand-up comedy for the losing team.
So me and you, Theo, we are a team for the audience.
Yes.
The two of us put our heads together and we give out 6 picks a weekend. And your and I's strategy is different than Russo and Rizzo. You and I kind of let each other do the bidding.
Yes.
We each provide 3 picks. They put their heads together and come to the picks together, and it doesn't work out for them.
No.
Especially because they are 1 pick behind us.
They're losers right now.
I'm not going to talk about our individual records from last week. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I got all 3 of my picks.
Okay, but that doesn't why you're talking about it. You're talking about it. Keep going on. Move forward.
The 3 picks I am providing to try to build on my 3-0, my last 3 picks.
Okay, shut up. All right.
Ohio State minus 12. The public likes Indiana plus 12. I don't like the public. I like to be a black sheep. And I think we're going to be pushed into this narrative of Indiana playing worse against Ohio State than Penn State did against Ohio State. That's what I'm seeing, envisioning as I wake up on Sunday morning. Ohio State's going to win by 2 touchdowns or more. Give me the Buckeyes. Even if they're going to be on the road, it don't matter.
Okay, I like it.
We move to Sunday, where you can't stop me from betting on bad football teams.
Please stop doing it.
The quarterback change of the New York Giants to leapfrog Drew Lock to Tommy DeVito might be a tank move. But it's not going to work out for them because Tommy DeVito won more games in a Giants uniform than Daniel Jones has done as starting as the quarterback for the Giants. I am taking the Giants plus the 6 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I love this pick the most. In fact, you might as well.
Nope.
Lock that baby in because I got the keys. That's worth 2 for this week's punchline picks for Theoretically Speaking.
You just locked in Tommy DeVito, bro. You're an idiot.
And I'll do it again. You can't stop me. Take the Green Bay Packers as my final pick for Sunday. Green Bay Packers minus 2 at home versus the 49ers. The public likes the Niners with the points. I like the Packers laying the 2.
All right, the theme of mine are going to be picking good teams that have, a bit of dominance to them against bad teams. Let's start in college football. SMU right now, -9 at Virginia. Yeah, give me Rhett Lashley and the folks to put the drubbing on Virginia in the Cavaliers' home. SMU -9. That's one of my plays. The other one, the Houston Texans are 8-point favorites right now at home against the Titans. I've seen week after week the Titans get blown out. The Texans are getting healthier. They're getting stronger. They're learning how to tool around that, shaken offensive line. Plus, Nico Collins is going to come back in full. Give me the Texans to cover at home. I expect another big Joe Mixon day out of Houston. Now, this last one I don't feel as confident on. I'm kind of hedging an actual bet I have. Right now, a few weeks ago, I put in a ticket for the Seahawks to win the NFC West. So, to hedge against that, my third punchline picks bet is going to be the Cardinals -1 at Seattle. If some way, somehow, they are able to overcome the 12th man and Kyler Murray has another heroic day, again, the Seahawks also coming off of a draining win against the Niners. They had to go balls to the wall there, Geno Smith late. It could be a letdown game here, second slate on Sunday at home. Give me the Cardinals -1 against the Seahawks. And again, that's more so a hedge because if the Seahawks do win, I'm in pole position to win that bet I played, which is a win-win for me. Sorry, C-Cat.
I'm not going to share my opinion on your picks.
It's okay.
Because we're a team.
We're a team. Those are our punchline picks. Theoretically speaking, currently in the lead by 1 over Russo and Rizzo. We will not be doing stand-up comedy. But, if we wanted to, we could. How about this? If they wanted to, they probably could just win every single championship in every sport, but that would get boring after a while. I'm talking about the Kaiser University Seahawks, right? They have 22 national titles in the NAIA across all of their programs. They're well on their way to more this season. I'm talking about the Kaiser football team, who are the reigning champs, who have the 1 seed and a bye week in the playoffs right now. How about the swimming and diving team that has, a couple of them in a row on the women's side? How about men's lacrosse? How about soccer? They're a national championship winning program year over year. They got rings, fist over fist. They do it. So you should lock in with them and see how they do it. KUSeahawks.com to tap in with Kaiser Athletics. KUSeahawks.com. All right. Big surprise on the other side. Dean Thomas back in studio for the first time in a long time, plus Tina for the happy hour. We're going to be talking Tyson Paul. I got to tell them about how I got absolutely sunned last night by an owner of an NBA franchise. That was crazy. That's C-Cat. I'm Theo Dorsey. The happy hour on the other side on Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Anajar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WUUB Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Be a part of the excitement as the nation's top collegiate place kickers are honored Monday, December 9th at the Lou Groza Award Banquet, presented by the Orange Bowl. Meet the top college place kickers in America, and the area's best prep players and coaches are honored. Guest speaker, former NFL head coach Dave Shula. The Lou Groza Collegiate Place Kicker Award Banquet, Monday, December 9th at the West Palm Beach Marriott. For tickets, call 561-233-3180 or visit LouGrozaAward.com.
Time now for the Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. Every Player of the Week is eligible to win a scholarship at the end of the year. This year, a $25,000 scholarship will be awarded to an athlete, with $10,000 going to the winner's high school athletic department. Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond. Here's Cade Chumsland.
Our Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week is Spanish River cross-country star Maccabee Herod, who finished 13th in the team's regional final, leading to a team victory and sending the Sharks to state. Here he is on why cross-country is a great team sport.
Although we all run as individual times, cross-country is one of the greatest team sports because everyone counts and scores points for the team, and without a team, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Congratulations, Maccabee, on being selected this week's Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week. Good luck to you and the rest of the Sharks in the last race of the season.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
I'm Darnella Felix, and when I crave buds, I crave the chicken finger dinner, and I love the mac and cheese.
When that craving hits, it's time to come into Bud's to try our classic hand-breaded chicken, made fresh to order.
Take one.
Come on down to Bud's Chicken and Seafood for a Binger Ficky.
You said Binger Ficky.
Why would I say Binger Ficky?
I don't know, because it's Bud's Finger Quickie served with fries.
Sounds good.
Taste Buds. Taste the difference.
Welcome to the Kaiser Sports Update. I'm Cade Chumsland. The undefeated season is complete for the Seahawks football program with a 52-21 victory over Ave Maria on Saturday. The win earns Kaiser its third straight Sun Conference championship and its first undefeated season in program history. The Seahawks finished the regular season just like they started, as the #1 ranked team in the NAIA, earning themselves a first-round bye in the playoffs. Kaiser will host their first opponent in the bracket on November 30th. Recapping the rest of Kaiser athletics, volleyball and men's and women's soccer all competed in Sun Conference tournament play. Men's soccer and volleyball were both knocked out in the semifinals by Southeastern University, and women's soccer made it to the championship bout before losing to SCAD Savannah 5-2. Both soccer squads will be competing in the NAIA tournament this Thursday. The men are in a play-in game against Union College, and the women will host either Tennessee Wesleyan or Oregon Tech. For more Kaiser athletics scores and updates, head to KUSeahawks.com.
Hurricane fans, the final game of the season is here. Join us on November 23rd at Hard Rock Stadium as the Hurricanes take on the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest. It's Senior Day, a day to honor the incredible players who have given their all to the U. Let's give them a send-off they'll never forget and fill the stadium with Hurricanes pride. Don't miss out. Get your tickets today by visiting MiamiHurricanes.com or by calling 1-800-GO-CANES.
Palm Beach County's premier college football event is back. Don't miss the 2024 Boca Raton Bowl, Wednesday, December 18th from FAU Stadium and broadcast live on ESPN. Last year's game saw in-state rising power USF beat Syracuse out of the ACC. What will this year's game have in store? Big names, big teams, big action. The 2024 Boca Raton Bowl, December 18th at FAU Stadium on ESPN. Don't miss out. Find out more at BocaRatonBowl.com.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. Oh, my heart is full today on this Thursday because of several things. Number one, big shout again to our fans that pulled up on us at the House West Palm last night for Theoretically Speaking trivia. That was a beautiful time. It was a great turnout. 17 plus teams. Another big shout to the winners. Quizzed in My Pants. That was their name, and they took the victory. Sea Cats on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos. Of course, as always, we have Espresso Martina. Both of y'all were with us on trivia night. It was a good night. It was a fun time.
It was a really fun time.
Yes.
Great crowd.
And he left to go get a carton of milk and a dozen eggs literally 2 months ago. And we were like, where the hell is he? Every single week we come in here on Thursday and say, where Dean is it? And then, today Dean Thomas pulls up for the happy hour. Did you at least?
You know what it is? I left for a carton of milk, and then I saw that you was doing good, so I came back.
He was like, I
saw that you got a deal, so I came back. Yeah, and I came in bringing gifts too, man. I brought some shirts for some people in there, and I brought a bag.
Nothing for you guys.
Not for you.
He passed them out.
I brought a bag for my man Dave. I don't even know if I cleaned it out. I might got condoms in it, so if you need some condoms, you'll send them back to me.
Are they still wrapped?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be worse.
A couple of them.
Yeah. Dean, once again comes bearing gifts, and I get none of them, which is, I got to get used to it now. It's just like, but you know what you're doing, though? You already know our relationship. We're good.
Yeah,
you don't got to give me
I know
gifts.
we good. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure everybody else happy.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? You know what it is, man? Like, the people behind the scenes never get enough credit.
Yeah, well, C-Cat's in front of the scenes, and you gave him a bag last time you were here.
C-Cat is still kind of behind. Well, I felt bad for him. I mean, he could use a little love.
He could use some,
every once in a while.
You need a hug.
The behind the scenes people in the production industry never get enough credit.
Yes.
It's always the talent.
Yes.
So I always try to show love to people behind the scenes.
Okay, that's good. I appreciate that. I can rock with that. Tina, glad that you're back as well. Glad you can book Dean for the show today. Because
he did think it was 2 to 3 o'clock.
He thought it was.
So
2 to
he
3.
thought his
Okay.
time was 2 to 3, and I said we are 3 to 4.
I was like, darn it,
that is the time.
I'll be there. I was like, I'll be there.
Yes. Special day to have you because there's a lot of conspiracies and rumors going around in the fight world about what happened this past weekend. There were some good fights as well. But before we get to all of that, I have to get to a moment that happened with us last night at Trivia at the House West Palm, because it's not a lot of times in my life where I'm like, damn, I'm glad my wife is not here right now. Because we're great. We were best friends before we got together. Once we did get together, no drama, no issues. That's why I got on one knee and proposed. That's why we got married in February. We lived together. It is a beautiful romance and marriage we have.
Oh, I'm jealous.
But last night at the park, at the House West Palm, in the middle of trivia night, something happened that made me say, thank God my wife Ashley is not here right now. And it happened on our final trivia question of the night. It was a question about Shaquille O'Neal. Where did he get drafted from? Where did he retire from? The answer was the Orlando Magic. And where did he retire, Tina?
The Boston Celtics.
The Boston Celtics. So as I'm giving the answer, I say the Boston Celtics. We're all having a good time, myself and the crowd, about the Boston Celtics. And out of nowhere, I feel this presence coming up on me over my left shoulder. And mind you, wall behind me, to the right of me is C-Cat and Cade. Everybody's out in front of me for trivia. Nobody should be walking up over my left shoulder. So it's already a little creepy.
And this made you.
I was
glad
nervous.
Your wife wasn't there.
Yes, that was the moment. I was
was it
great.
Ice Spice?
I turn. She's slimmer these days. You know what I'm seeing. I turn over my shoulder and I see this tall, older white dude holding his fist out at me.
What?
And I'm like, what's going on here? On his fist is this big, sparkly, shiny ring. And he says, do you want to hold the Boston Celtics championship ring? And I'm like, who the hell is this? So he gives me the ring. I take it and I look at it. The crowd is looking at me. Again, this is active audience, so I got to keep it G. I'm looking at this ring, Dean. Those diamonds are real. It was like 100,000 diamonds on there, and they were sparkling. They were real. This was like an authentic Celtics championship ring.
Kurt Rambis ran up on you?
Well, it would have been Kurt Rambis for the last year's championship ring, or for any of them.
Oh,
it was a Laker. So I'm looking at the ring, and so I had to ask the question while I had him there. I'm like, I didn't want to ask him, are these diamonds real? I knew they were real. I said, how the hell did you get your hands on this ring? And his answer was, I bought the Boston Celtics 20 years ago.
What?
It was a minority owner of the Boston Celtics. Apparently, he has some ownership stake in the House West Palm over there, that restaurant. So then, of course, the Heat fan in me, I had to jab back at him because I'm like, okay, you're trying to big bro me right now. I got my show going on.
You got him.
This ain't your stage. So I said, well, I hate to tell you this in this moment, but, I'm a Miami Heat fan. We got more championships since you bought the team than the Celtics do, 2 since that time. And then he gave me the ring again. He said, turn that ring upside down right quick. Look inside there. It tells you the teams we beat on the way. Right there. You see Miami?
Oh,
right there
man.
on the ring. 4-1 Boston.
Oh, you let my man stun on you.
I said, okay. I said, all right, that's cool.
Behind a
that's
live
cool.
mic. He's got the mic in hand.
Yeah, this is
trivia. You got the mic in hand and
the whole crowd is hearing this right now.
And you didn't stun on him back?
Well, here's the thing. I did one other thing I'm not sure if y'all noticed. The dude shoulder checked me like 2 or 3 times in the middle of our interaction.
Oh, and you let him.
He was and I bumped back. I bumped back the first 2 times he shoulder checked me.
though, right?
Well, no, with the left shoulder. I got some shoulders on me too. I ain't playing.
You got the little Dwight Howard.
I see. I gave him a little. Nobody has the Dwight Howard. That dude built like a robot. I gave him a little check back, but he checked me like 2 or 3 times. The third time he checked me, I didn't check back, and that was after I found out he was the owner. I was like, yeah, I don't know how much the dude's worth. I don't know if I bump him too hard, he falls off his stance. I might get sniped from a far distance. We're at a golf course where
true.
I ain't want to take any risk. But he absolutely sunned me. He big broed me in front of my live audience there. I was saddened. I was embarrassed, but most of all, I was thankful my wife wasn't in the house to watch it happen.
The interaction also probably took like 45 seconds longer than it should have.
Yeah, it was a long interaction.
It petered off, and we were kind of waiting for him to kind of walk away.
He didn't walk away. Yeah, that was the thing.
So y'all were just like staring at each other.
Yes, and that's when he was doing the shoulder check on me. He was like literally actively big broing me as I'm having my fun here, trying to host the house trivia. And again, my only thoughts were, okay, good. My wife didn't see me get sunned. And also, how much can I get away with? How much can I like poke fun at this dude or without getting in trouble here? Because I'm at his establishment and he owns the Celtics, so I'm sure he knows some high up people.
And he also has the upper hand because like it's not like you came off a season where the Heat eliminated the Celtics.
I know.
Other way around.
There was
you
no
had
way
no leverage.
I had no win in that situation.
Oh,
at all.
Man.
I didn't think of it that way. And I wasn't sitting that close to you guys. I sat like at a table far away. I did not get like
How did
that
you perceive
vibe.
it then?
Well, I was confused because I heard through the mic talk about the ring. I think he kind of was like on the mic at some point, like because you guys were very close.
Yeah.
But I like didn't think it was like he was sunning you or whatever you just
felt
said.
that way. I mean, C-Cat, did you? You were right there next to it.
I thought it was like just a cool moment that he had a ring and we just had that question that the Boston Celtics were like the part of the answer.
It worked out, but he stayed there for a long. There's a reason why he prolonged the conversation and the interaction. Well, it was so that he can like.
Well, that was your moment. That was your moment to get rid of him. Like, all right, man, get up out of here.
I should have said something
we don't need you no more.
Yeah. You said you're happy your wife wasn't there because it felt a little bit emasculating.
Yes.
Your words, not mine. I'm kind of your professional spouse in a way, as a producer, host, relationship. And I was kind of embarrassed.
Oh, so it was emasculating for him.
Yeah, I was like, that's my guy.
So you got to do something today that's really manly.
I do. I'm working on it. Again, my wife doesn't know this happened still. She's not listening today. She's working. She has a secondary job she's at, so she's not able to listen on Thursdays, thankfully. So nobody ever tell her this happened. I'll do something more manly around C-Cat to regain his trust. I mean, but the dude drinks coffees that are like as light as Tina. Like it's so much milk and caramel and sugars in there that I'm not worried about, being manly around this dude. We're good.
Well, you got to do something like you got to like chug a beer or something like straight out the
That is so manly. Oh my god.
But no, I'm just saying but that's kind of teenagerish, right?
You should start a fight.
That's not manly.
Start a fight.
Is that my only way to get back in good graces with
in fact, like right now, you got to go outside on the street, take your shirt off, and just start swinging on some dude.
The next person that walks down on Rosemary Avenue is going to get the full force of Theo Dorsey, all based off of whoever that random minority owner of the Celtics was last night.
That's right.
Apparently, he was worth like $3 billion or something.
Yeah, he was in the Boston basketball group. It's like the name. So it's like one of the names. He wasn't one of the top people in Wikipedia, but he was in the bottom people of Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Still a lot of money to get involved with the ownership group.
Kind of like our guy, the CEO and owner of GKB, Craig Harmerson, minority owner of the Bucks. He wouldn't have sunned me like that.
No, well, he's got class.
Yeah,
you know
he
what I'm
does.
saying?
Yeah.
Craig got a little class. Yeah, like they ain't got no class.
Hell no. So next time y'all do see a person in a Celtics jersey or something, just trip them for me or something. It's something. Don't get in trouble for it, but do something so I can get a leg up because I am a little disheartened.
And they just ended the Cleveland Cavaliers undefeated
they did.
streak.
There's nothing I could say.
No, it wasn't that it's living in the past because the Celtics were good this year too.
And they beat the team that's currently the best in the season this year. I'm not going to let it get me down because I was happy about the turnout at the house. It was a fun time. It was good vibes. And again, we had I don't want to call it a record turnout for trivia, but it felt like we had a lot of people there. We packed out the breezeway and it was a good vibes all throughout. So thanks to y'all that showed up and showed out and to that minority owner of the Celtics. You will rue the day that you interrupted a theoretically speaking trivia at the house. And also, thanks for having us at your establishment. Dean, have you ever been in a situation where somebody big broed or sunned you publicly?
No. Yeah, I got sunned. John Jones sunned me a couple weeks ago.
What? How?
Well, because and the thing is, man, because I used to roast him a lot. This was before he started coming back around. Like he started coming back around since his fight was announced.
Yeah.
So the UFC's been having him at different shows and events, and prior to that, it was easy for me to talk because I go on the platform and just be like, he ain't nothing, he ain't this, he ain't that, he did this, he did that. And I don't be sometimes I don't be realizing that the mic has frequency.
Right.
It gets out there. And I'm on a bunch of different platforms, so I know stuff got back to him.
Yeah.
And I saw him a couple weeks ago for the first time.
Fight.
Yeah, before the fight. So I saw him a couple weeks ago for the first time. And he came up to me and he's like, "What's up, Dean Thomas?" And I was just like,
"Oh no!"
I was like, "Oh no, I know you." And but the thing is, like, it was like an unwritten thing. He didn't have to say it.
Yeah.
But I knew he knew all the bad stuff I had been talking about him, about how he was ducking Tom Aspinall and how, you know, that he ain't, you know, his legacy's ruined and all this, that, and the third. And he came up to me and he charmed me. And it actually hurt worse that he was nice to me. You know what I'm saying? It hurt worse because I was like, I felt so bad in my soul. I was like, I know he knows. And he's just smiling at me like, I know what you said about me. And I was like, oh, no.
It's worse. That is worse because now it makes you feel like a really bad guy. Because he took
made
the
me feel terrible.
Yeah, he took the high road and he made sure you knew. He gave you that eye contact.
Man, he gave me the eye contact, and I was just like, oh, man.
Our guy Vontae in the YouTube chat presented by Prize Pick says, Bones Jones is the GOAT and beating Alex if he is the next fight. Are you aligned with that, Dean? Is he the GOAT now?
He's always been the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Regardless of what he just did last weekend, John Jones has been the GOAT.
Right.
But he's not, and I know what Dana White says, he's not the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. Two different things. He's the GOAT, but not the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world.
You're getting yourself in trouble. I thought Bones Jones just showed you 2 weeks ago.
I know
you
he
wanted
did.
to pull up
He
to the
did.
ESPN
He
studio.
did. I know. As long as he don't hear this show, we good. As long as he don't hear this, we good. John, we good.
I'm putting this on Twitter. We're gonna @ John Bones Jones on every single social media platform. I'm gonna make sure he sees this. Who is the pound for pound best?
Islam Makhachev is the pound for pound best.
Really?
And I'll even take Ilia Topuria, but it's not John Jones.
What? I mean, I would sound foolish asking this question. I'm gonna let Tina ask
who's
it.
Ilia Topuria?
Yeah. Tina, you ask the question. Ask it for me, please. Say the name back to him too, because I can't pronounce it.
Ilia Topuria?
Yeah. Who's that?
Who is that?
He's the guy who just knocked out Max Holloway.
Perfect.
Who's Max Holloway?
I know Max Holloway.
No, but what I will say is though, if you're judging it that way, is there anything left for John Bone Jones to prove then, or is it just like he'll never reach that level?
Listen, John Jones, and we're going to talk about this after because I have a lot to say about how stupid you people are in terms of combat sports.
You people?
Yeah, you people. What do you mean you people? But what I'm saying is this, is that John Jones has had 2 independent Hall of Fame careers.
Yeah.
Independently alone, like what he's done at light heavyweight twice independently are Hall of Fame worthy. And now he's on a run at heavyweight on track to have another Hall of Fame career. He doesn't need this. He's already the GOAT. He doesn't need any of this.
That's well put. That's well put. And you're talking about lightweight, heavyweight. I know that when people are sometimes trying to either drop weight or get their figure right, you probably catch them on a day-to-day basis at F45 with Tina. We met one of your F45 homies and did a little Lit 9 course with him last night at the house.
Yes, a trainer and a member from F45 Palm Beach Gardens came out to support us last night at the park, and it was Tommy and Victor came out to came out to the park last night for sports trivia. And again, the community at F45 is so great, and they support you outside of the gym, which is awesome. F45 Palm Beach Gardens, F45 West Palm Beach. I'm lifting weights. You can lift really heavy. You could do a moderate rate, if you don't want to really gain the muscle. But if you stick with it, you will see results. I'm still trying to get all of you to go.
He said strength classes are the easiest. That's what Tommy told us.
Strength days are nice because you can take it slow, you can go heavy and you own your weights and really focus, or you can do a cardio class. You really are moving fast and you're doing box jumps and you're
don't fall on that box jump because then you might.
Not saying it again. Not saying it again. Not saying it. No, I'm not. F45, check out their Instagram to see the specials that they've got going on for the season, or go to f45training.com to find a location near you. Stop trying to get me in trouble.
Something about CCAT chanting eat it at you also made me feel uncomfortable. Dean, I'm guessing you missed was that Monday when Tina described what the terminology is for if you're doing box jumps and then you fall?
And it's
you missed. No, we don't have to say it.
I'm not going to say it.
But you can assume what she was. We'll
talk
about it in the break.
I know.
She didn't understand it was alluding to something that was let's just call it we were at the golf course 4 I don't even know what I can say on radio these days.
Just don't even.
We'll wait till the break and we'll discuss what happened. We'll wait till the break and discuss what happened. I'm not getting myself.
Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble.
I ain't get tied up like you did with John Bones Jones. I ain't nobody gonna come see me. There was another fight that happened over the weekend. Had a couple headlines. Some dude named Jake Paul, some dude named Mike Tyson. Was it really rigged, Gene? Like, was Tyson pulling back and letting Jake Paul win that so that Jake Paul can continue his streak of beating up on dudes that he's way better than? Like, you already told us going into the fight that 50-year-old Mike Tyson or 58-year-old Mike Tyson had no chance.
I told y'all he had zero chance. And the fact that I told y'all, this is when I realized it. You people are so stupid to believe that it was rigged. You're so stupid. He had no chance in the beginning. Jake Paul, in fact, I got a newfound respect for Jake Paul. Jake Paul allowed this man to go out there, have some dignity, and fight him, and walk out on his own two legs. Because I told y'all before the fight, Jake Paul was going to knock him out. But Jake Paul realized, I can't knock this 60-year-old man out and then look into the camera and be happy about it. I can't do it. So Jake Paul carried this man throughout 8 rounds of fighting and allowed him to walk out on his own two legs. And you people are so stupid that you believe that it was rigged just because Mike Tyson was an animal 30 years ago.
Well, what about the whole biting the glove thing? What about the times where it looked like he could have gave him a 1-2 and just did a half?
He couldn't because he had no legs. He didn't have it in his mind. He wanted to. I do the same thing. When I'm out there training with guys and I'm moving around a little bit, man, I see it in my head. I'm like, yo, I could punch you in the face right now, but my body won't react. It just don't react.
Dang.
It doesn't react. And I'm telling you, and I made the same comparison last week. If you put Emmitt Smith on the Dolphins, or not the Cowboys now,
yes,
what would happen? It would be ugly.
It would. Well, the Dolphins too. Any team.
Any
really.
Any team.
Yeah.
It would be ugly.
Yeah.
You can't have, like, what combat sport is there in the world sanctioned that you have guys over 50 competing?
Maybe that one where they're slapping the crap out of everybody. I see it on TikTok. They powder up their hands and they go
power slap.
Yeah.
Even they're young.
Yeah.
Even they're
Some
young.
of them dudes look, maybe it's all the slaps in the face.
Most of these guys, they find them, under a bridge.
Yeah. I'm about to say, how do you even get into? How do you learn you're good at slapping and good at taking slaps?
Some of them, literally, some of them guys are fighting for beer money at the end of the night.
Yeah. I could imagine. It has to be entertaining. It's gotta hurt. It looks very sharp. We had a bet. What was it? This past weekend over who, on Theoretically Speaking, would have to sit on Santa Claus's lap. We're going to be taking a trip as a team. You can come with us as well. Do we have to do it on a Thursday for you to come with us, Dean?
On Santa's lap, man. What are you talking about?
Well, C-Cat already lost the bet, so he's the one sitting on Santa's lap. If you're available, Tina, where are we going to go to be able to pay off that bet with Santa Claus?
We're going to the Gardens Mall.
Uh-oh.
And we can...
That's my spot.
Yes, that's my spot too. And we can get food. We can go see Santa. We can look at all the decorations that they have at the Gardens Mall. We can celebrate the most wonderful time of the year. You can go see Santa now. To get a photo during all mall hours through Christmas Eve, reserve your spot at whereissanta.com. And we can even go shopping at the Kids Corner Holiday Shop in Nordstrom Court. Kids can pick out gifts for their favorite people and get help with Santa's special helpers. Plus, enjoy festive decorations and holiday events throughout the mall. The Gardens Mall is just 1 mile east of I-95 on PJ Boulevard. And again, go out, enjoy all the magical moments with your family, take pictures with Santa, go get some food, some drinks at Tap 42, Cooper's Hawk. You can do a wine tasting or go to the food court. Hey, if you want to get a Tesla, you can go to the Gardens Mall and do that as well.
Sure.
Get all of your gifts at the Gardens Mall. Everything all under one roof.
Kids.
Also, 12 Days of Christina Miss kicks
coming
off
up.
December 2nd. I
Let's
recorded
go.
my song today.
Oh, for real?
Yep, it's back.
I forgot that was still alive.
Come on. She's back with it. I didn't even know it was coming back, and I found out it was coming back, and I'm excited. That's going to be where you sing a song every day.
So 12 Days of Christina Miss. Every day you will get 1 day of the song.
Yes.
And I will give a famous holiday movie quote, and those who call in and whoever gets it right first.
Yes.
And guesses the correct movie that the quote is from will get a gift card to the Gardens Mall. And we'll be doing that for 12 days straight.
Okay, beautiful. Love that. That means you can't take off any of those days. You got to be with us in the
I
happy
will
hour.
Yes, I will be here every day.
All right, I'm blocking out your calendar now. I'm going to
Yes.
send you a calendar invite for each of those days.
Calendar invites are the way to my heart.
Yes.
I love calendar
It
invites.
works. It works for I do it for everything these days.
Yes.
Can we all agree on one thing? You talked about something with the Gardens Mall there, and it jogged my memory on something. Kids are terrible gift givers.
Kids?
Yeah, kids.
Well, we've always been.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Like when you was a kid, like you get your pop a cheap tie,
Pack of socks.
Yeah, or some cologne from the gas station.
What do you expect them to get you?
I'm just saying, like, I mean, you know, it's like they'll paint a picture or something, and you're like,
I know.
I gotta put this on the fridge.
How do you tell a kid like, yo, this gift?
You're the one that has that you have a kid. What did you do when your son got you a bag gift?
Nothing.
But this is what's great about the Gardens Mall is they probably know that kids don't give the greatest gifts. So at the Kids Corner Holiday Shop, they are gifts that you would want.
Okay.
So Santa's helpers will help them find a gift perfect for their mom, their dad, their friend, their brother, their sister, whoever.
Hold on, but Theo makes a good point here. Like the kid don't got the money, so somebody is signing off on the gift that they are getting you.
Yeah.
Well, how terrible are you if you're gonna be like you can't get them that gift? But they want to get that person that gift.
They're likely getting the gift for the person that's paying for the gift. Who else is a kid getting a gift for other than their parents?
Of course, we have siblings.
I'm not shooting down I love the Gardens Mall idea. I'm glad they're helping kids because kids are terrible gift givers.
Yes.
I gave a kid a gift like 2 weeks ago, and I think it's one of my friend's daughters. She's about 3, 4. I think she was
asked for that. They asked for it. They're like, "What can I get you?" And I'm like, "Here, I'll make it super easy."
only child. C-Cats talked to you about this before. We tell only children, you can smell them from a mile away. We're gonna do midday midterms. Maybe we'll grade only children on that on the other side. That's a tough one, a tough pill to swallow. Dean, put this on your calendar. I'm gonna send you a calendar invite for this event, Dean.
Yeah, send me the invite.
Okay, you don't even know what it is yet, but you're ready.
He's gonna be there.
So I can delete it.
You don't know if he'll
quick.
be there. Yeah. The Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches, February 26th through March 2nd. Mark your calendars.
Used to have a different name, Dean. You've been there before.
Yeah, you've been there.
You've
It's
been
at
there
PGA National. The PGA Tour
Oh,
comes.
yeah. Okay, all right.
Don't say the other name.
I'm not gonna say no other name. I don't even know the other name.
Okay, good. Yes. We're assuming that he remembers the other name.
I don't remember.
He doesn't remember what time the show starts.
Yeah.
It's like the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches is the new name. The website is thecognizantclassic.com. Tickets are available. Ground passes. Also, the nice hospitality suites are available right now. We're under 100 days until the tournament. I know February 26th sounds far out. We're under 100 days. These tickets are getting bought up. The hospitality suites are getting bought up at a high rate right now. There's youth tickets available for free. There's military appreciation tickets available for free. You're going to want to check out all of the new integrations around the bear trap. I mean, come on. There's going to be a lot more. Like, we're used to the bear trap experience being elevated. The new stuff that Todd Fleming, CEO of the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches, and the team are presenting is even better than that. Thecognizantclassic.com/tickets. Check it out. Get in the house. We'll be there. I'll send Dean Thomas a calendar invite. He'll forget about it. We'll text him that morning, and we'll get him there as well. It's going to be fun.
That's all it takes.
Yes.
Just text me in the morning.
Text you in the morning and
Yeah.
it works out. A little morning text. Who doesn't like a morning text? All right. On the other side, after we check out some of that Cognizant Classic stuff during the break, on the other side, we got to get to our midday midterms. We're going to grade a lot of things. One of them, only children. And Tina, I'm going to let you know right now, it's likely not going to be a passing grade.
Oh, it's okay.
That's CCAT, that's Dean Thomas. Tina and Theo were Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3. Time now for a PNC pause. PNC Bank is committed to helping the customers and the communities they serve move forward financially. See how they can make a difference for you at PNC.com.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or BradleyAir.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
This Thanksgiving, don't let extra pounds steal your joy. At HexisMD.com, enjoy the feast without fear of calories sticking around. They offer semaglutide and trizepatide. No insurance needed. Picture yourself feeling lighter and more energized. Give yourself the gift of confidence and health this holiday season with HexisMD. Join thousands already transforming their lives. Visit HexisMD.com today. That's HEXISMD.com. Your partner in a healthier, happier you. Use discount code ESPN50 for 50% off your first order.
Tickets are on sale now for the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches. South Florida's only PGA Tour event returns to PGA National February 26th through March 2nd. Watch your favorite golfers compete on the Champions Course while enjoying a new on-site experience filled with local bites, craft cocktails, fan activities, and more. Get ready for a week to remember. Secure your tickets now at thecognizantclassic.com.
Mark your calendars and gear up for game day this Sunday, November 24th. Join Bud Light and the ESPN West Palm Street team at Uncle Mick's in Jupiter. Catch all the action as the New England Patriots face off against the Miami Dolphins from 1 to 3. Showcase your football skills for a chance to win Bud Light prizes. Enjoy specials on Bud Light and neutrals all game long. Must be 21 or older to participate. Southern Eagle reminds you to please drink responsibly.
Make poker playing hours work for you at Harrah's Pompano Beach Casino's No Limit Hold'em. $1 million break the bank. Play at any qualifying table to garner 150 hours and qualify for January 29th Break the Bank tournament. Finish at number 1 for your shot to win $1 million. Play poker at Harrah's Pompano Beach Casino. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Powerline Road, Pompano Beach at the Pomp. Must be 18 or older for poker and simulcast. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Does your business leave a lasting impression? Attractive, eye-catching signs help you stand out from the crowd and create a strong brand identity. Our team at Signorama West Palm are experts in helping your business get noticed and get effective signage in front of your potential customers. Our team can turn your blank windows or plain vehicles into money-making branding machines by drawing customers' attention to your business. So if you're looking to leave that lasting impression, call us 561-687-7993 or visit signoramawpb.com.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers in Wayne. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, free day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
ESPN 1063 is presented by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
They can help you if you're in an accident, but your fantasy football team, not so much.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
That's right, we're live on YouTube. The Prize Picks YouTube stream, we're up, we're running. You can also catch us on Twitter. Tell your smart speaker, play ESPN 1063. Many ways to listen to Theoretically Speaking. On this Thursday, a full house, Dean Thomas. Tina's in the house as well. C-Cat on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos. Dean, I heard that you're technically Tina's pickleball partner, but I did find out that you haven't even checked out the new place that's in your old stomping grounds.
You're right.
You also don't know how to turn your mic on.
Mic too.
Yeah.
No, I was her pickleball partner, and she dumped me.
No, I didn't. We just haven't played in a while.
I know, but so because because I haven't been able to get over to the new spot, but I'm going to be able to get over to the new spot soon. My travel schedule slowed down a bit, so now I can get over to the new spot and show all them people out there how to play some pickleball.
We're a great duo. Like
I'd have to see it to believe it.
Yes, we've been beat once a little bad. One time we were like fooled.
But it was a better duo on the other side.
Well, they tricked us.
They tricked us.
How'd they trick you?
They like pretended like they never played before, and then we started, and they were amazing.
But like,
then they were like, "Oh yeah, I played tennis for 10 years."
Yeah, they were like tennis.
They were
players.
they were like tennis pros basically.
So what were y'all trying to Jake Paul it? Y'all were trying to pick out sorry competition?
No, they
approached
picked
us.
out. They
approached us.
They came. Yeah,
There's
they came.
sharks in pickleball?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. But we do have to go over to the Pickleball Club at St. Lucie West. They're offering new prices and no initiation fees. Individual memberships are available for all players and include unlimited skill and social play. They have something for all ages. The area's premier place to play pickleball, rain or shine. 12 indoor championship quality courts, and they've even got some outside. A cafe lounge, amazing pro shop that's open to the public, and fun member events all the time. Visit pickleballclub.com for more info and to check it out. It's awesome over there.
It's got to be. I've heard good things.
And it's a little chilly outside today, you know?
Yeah, so you can get inside.
Yeah.
You can get inside if you need to be. And that's whenever you got an indoor-outdoor option for me, that's always going to be preferred. I'm glad it is getting chilly, though, because I'll be able to step out into the Bali Bungalow. A little courtyard at the crib is screened in. Got the big TV out there. Got a little lounge area. Can't wait to watch some football out there this weekend. Also can't wait to grade some stuff here. Time for the midday midterms. Do you recognize this music here, Dean Thomas?
It sounds like a 70s game show.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Didn't know.
Does that not ring a bell to you?
It doesn't ring a
Wow.
bell. No.
I'm trying to figure out.
You think that everyone knows this.
Everybody does know this.
The two people that I've been able to like witness you ask, both didn't know it.
Well, they're both idiots.
Yeah, look at them dogs got afros.
Dean Thomas
Look at that. Dean is getting distracted by dogs walking through.
But they were like shaved. They were clean shaved, and they had perfectly manicured afros.
What? Maybe they just got a doggy haircut, and the afro is the part that they left alone because they're not allowed to cut
It's
the
the
head
look.
part. Is that a look that poodles do?
Yeah.
On purpose?
Yeah.
It looks silly to me. C-Cat.
Hey.
Yeah, give us some stuff to grade. I'm sending you one right here.
So grade this move from Mike McDaniel. The Dolphins beat the Raiders. It was a bit of a blowout. Tua returned to form. When the Dolphins had a hard count, that forced Max Crosby to jump off sides of the Raiders.
Yeah.
Here's how Mike McDaniel sounded when he was mic'd up.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 98.
Hey, we didn't have a play called, Max. We didn't have a play called, Max. We didn't even have a play called. LOL.
That's Mike McDaniel talking to Max Crosby across the field after making him jump offside. Grade that.
I give it a C. I like trolling. It just, the aura is lacking. That's what I'll say. What do y'all grade that?
I'm going to give it an A because
An
I
A?
love his trolling. I just saw something on Instagram yesterday where he was saying to one pair like mom loves Liam more or something. There was like brothers.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I was like, that's just so funny. Like it's silly.
Yeah, it's silly. It's goofy. It's Mike McDaniel.
No, I'm giving it a D.
Yeah.
I'm giving him a little bit more I would have gave it an F, but it's a D because at least he had the stones to say it to Max Crosby.
Well, he don't gotta go face Max
But
Crosby
I'm just saying,
either.
but still, like he might see him in the club or something. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, like his little high pitched voice,
Yeah.
like it was kind of weak. Actually.
It was weak.
Dean, Max Crosby hangs out around the UFC circles.
Yeah, I see him. I see him all the time. I talk to him.
Is there someone in the NFL that you've heard is trying to get in the fight game? Like we know the Greg Hardy situation where he jumped in the octagon for a little bit, had a checkered past and whatnot. Is there anyone right now?
No, man. I tell you what. I think NFL players know. They understand.
Oh,
they understand.
What are you saying?
There's a different. They know what time it is. They know.
You gonna call out NFL players too?
Man, I will smack an NFL dude in the face, man. I see him all the time at the fights, man. They know what time it is.
So is it one of those things where rock stars all want to be athletes, athletes only rock stars, but all rock stars and athletes respect fighters?
All of them do. Like when you go to the events, like every time you go to the big events, they all there. Like eyes on the prize. I mean, they obviously want to be seen, but eyes on the prize, and they know, man. They know what time it is.
Name a rock star today.
Who's the guy in Aerosmith? Steven Tyler. How about that?
I think
He's like
athletes want to be
100.
rappers,
Yeah.
not rock stars today. You're thinking of like the 70s and 80s.
Okay. Has Micah Parsons ever expressed interest to get into the fight game? Because I feel like he believes he can do everything great, and he was a good wrestler in high school.
And I think I saw like a video of him like hitting the pads or something like that.
He did
boxing.
some sumo too.
Yeah, and I was like, no, he's trash.
Yeah, no way.
Terrible. You can't punch.
Let's grade this for me. Personalized license plates.
I saw one earlier on the way to the office that said "Go Getter," and it was on a nice Lexus, by the way. Nice car if you're listening. If you're listening, I appreciate you listening. Your license plate was corny. I think license plates that are personalized and custom, I give it a B-. It could be an A+ if it's funny, if it makes me think, if it makes me laugh. But "Go Getter," that's corny.
I'm going to give it an A because my mom has a personalized license plate, but it's cute.
What does it say? What does it say?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say that. It says me and my RC, and that's my dad. Like me and so it's like
RC?
cute.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
his like name?
Yeah, his initials.
But nobody would, I guess.
But no one would know that, and so
Yeah.
that's why I'm giving it like it's like her own thing. Like no one knows it but her.
Man,
and then I always forget my license plate, so like I would never forget it.
That would help you when you're parking
Yes.
to pay.
Yeah.
That would help. And that's probably the only reason why, again, I'm giving it a D. But
Yeah.
it's such an 80s thing to do.
Yeah.
Like an
Like-
80s, like drive around on a Corvette with a license plate that says something stupid on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
That's the walk of shame. When you get up to a parking pay thing, it's like, what's your license plate? You
No.
gotta jog back and give a half-hearted reach around.
Sick.
That is the worst.
It's the worst, bro. It's the worst.
How about you grade only children?
F. F. F-. Only children, man, they think the world revolves around them. They do weird, silly things like, I don't know, give out a Christmas list on an Amazon registry to their family. Who thinks that much of themselves to give out like as if it's a baby
appreciate it.
shower or a wedding, giving out a registry? So, I mean, you wouldn't do that, Tina.
I would, and I have friends who do it too, who are only children. It helps me out. I want to get them something that they want.
Oh, I thought you were putting a registry out for people to buy stuff for you.
No, I have that too for my family.
Wow.
I'm saying though that
Is
like
that- yeah,
I'm
trust
saying I
me,
have friends
trust
who
me.
do it too. Like for a birthday, I'm like, what can I get you? They're like, send me a link. I'm like, this is amazing. I'm gonna get you exactly what you want, and you will use it. I appreciate that. I'm giving only children A+.
No.
Plus.
That's exactly what
because
an
it's
only
me.
child would do.
Exactly. You know what it is? Like
Not all of them are like me though.
Most
Yes,
of
they
them
are.
are.
You think you're special again? Only child. They're not all like me. I'm individual.
Yeah, but I have an only child, and
Yeah.
they're all like you. They're
Yeah.
just like you. Like I haven't talked to
Nathan
my
are great.
I haven't talked to my son in like 2 weeks, and he sends me a text that all it says is haircut. I need a haircut. That's all he says.
Did he send you a Cash App request like my
No.
brother does to my mom all the time? Jeez. Okay. The midday midterms was brought to you by Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care is a team of skilled orthopedic sports medicine surgeons and specialists that specialize in surgical and non-surgical treatments to get you back to what you love. Don't put off seeing a doctor. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho today for more information. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care combines its resources of experienced physicians and leading-edge treatments and technology to provide advanced orthopedic, foot and ankle, joint replacement, spine, and sports medicine care. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho for more information today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care has offices conveniently located in Palm Beach County through the Florida Keys. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho. That's right, C-Cat. I nailed the third Baptist Health read, and he was waiting on me to stumble on it again. I didn't. I'm a good reader. I got a golden star in kindergarten. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
ESPN 106.3 is presented by Rubenstein Law. 1-800-FL-LEGAL. Car accident, truck accident, Uber or Lyft accident, or a slip and fall. Call Rubenstein Law. Call 1-800-FL-LEGAL and visit one of our offices throughout Florida.
Want to accelerate your career as a manager or executive in the exciting industry of sports? Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program is ranked #1 in Florida and 10th in the world. Students learn practical and applied skills from top faculty and experts who work in the industry. With a 94% placement rate for all grads, the full-time MBA program sets students up for success in the world of sports. Check out Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program today by going to business.fau.edu.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Be a part of the excitement as the nation's top collegiate place kickers are honored Monday, December 9th at the Lou Groza Award Banquet, presented by the Orange Bowl. Meet the top college place kickers in America, and the area's best prep players and coaches are honored. Guest speaker, former NFL head coach Dave Shula. The Lou Groza Collegiate Place Kicker Award Banquet, Monday, December 9th at the West Palm Beach Marriott. For tickets, call 561-233-3180 or visit LouGrozaAward.com.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
There's no limits to 2-for-1 drinks at a Duffy's Sports Grill. That's because they're all day, every day, right? There's no limit. You don't have to ask what time it is. There is, however, C-Cat.
They won't overserve you, though. There is a limit to that.
Well, what I mean...
Just saying.
You ruin everything.
They're practicing safe serving.
Yes, of course.
There's no time limit.
There's no time limit on it, yes. And also, C-Cat, I could be talking about Coca-Colas. I'm not even saying that there's alcohol involved here.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so next time you try to butt in as I'm professing the love for Duffy Sports Grill, maybe you pump the brakes and you wait for me to finish my sentence.
Sound like Evan.
Oh.
Wow, is that? I don't know if that's a compliment or a diss. Probably in that sense, it's a diss. But you know what there is at every Duffy Sports Grill, like every other bar in all of the lands? There is a last call. Yeah, it's close to closing time. A last call for alcohol. Here on Theoretically Speaking, we have a last call as well. Usually it's given by Tina. Today, C-Cat, our special guest, who's supposed to be here every Thursday, but our special guest on this Thursday, Dean Thomas, is going to give out the last call. And this is... By the way, Dean, it's supposed to be something that's, it's a quote, it's motivational, it's nice.
It's motivational. This goes out to all those great students out there going to school trying to get your thing on.
But what do they get their education on or get their, because they get a little weird in those schools.
I'm saying, everybody out there trying to make it, you go to school and you spend a lot of money on school.
Yes.
But this quote comes to us from Jake Paul.
Oh, God.
Role model.
You're only one video away from going viral and changing your life.
Especially in Japan.
That's my quote of the day.
Yeah, you could go viral for the wrong reasons, Jake Paul. You're leaving that kind of like up in the air. What about the kid that was on the other end of the Jason Kelsey phone smacking? He went viral.
But he never doxed. No one knows who that is.
Yeah,
no
maybe.
one knows who that is.
You don't know. You don't know what that guy's going through today. But what we do know is no matter what he's going through, if he went to a Duffy Sports Grill and he had 2-for-1 drinks, and even when they called the last call, he was like, oh, thank you. I appreciate you giving us that last call because I'll take my last 2-for-1. He would at least be happier. He'll be cheerier. Maybe he would use more nice and kind words to professional athletes on the street. Duffy Sports Grill is the place to go. 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. Also, come on, 80 or more televisions. You like hockey, you like basketball, you like baseball, you like soccer, you like tennis. You can get all the games going at the same time, depending on the season. I can't promise you that they'll have games on that are out of season, but heck, maybe they go to a channel that's showing a replay. Duffy Sports Grill, Duffy'sMVP.com. Become a rewards member like me. Become an MVP. Track your rewards. Enjoy the jumbo wings, the award-winning burgers. Have a ball. Duffy'sMVP.com. At Duffy's, our game is always on. What a beautiful day. Again, thank you to all the fans that came out to the house last night. That was a great time speaking trivia. Congrats again to our champion, C-Cat Tina. I mean, amazing stuff. Dean, thank you for pulling up on a Thursday.
Hey, man, good to be here.
Yes, we balled out. We did already clip the John Jones stuff, by the way, so he's been mentioned. We DM'd him. Hopefully he responds. And we'll make sure he presses you again. Go in love, go in peace, go in joy. Russo and Rizzo on the road.
Women's basketball season is here. Join head coach Jennifer Sullivan and star guards Maya Perry and Jada Moore at Eleanor R. Baldwin Arena this year for big-time college basketball action. Groups of 15 or more get in free. Single game tickets just $10. The band, the cheerleaders, the fun, the action, it's all there with Florida Atlantic Women's Basketball. Visit FAUsports.com